See, now this week, WWE, this was more like it. Knock out one of the matches, you free up time, put some other things in the show, and man, does it help the feeling of what I'm watching with NXT. This show was much better this week. It wasn't just match, and pretty much all of the matches had no point or reason for occurring. There were matches with reasons for occurring. You had, certain enhancement matches, if you will, but you also had interviews, you had promo segments, you had skits, you had a lot of different stuff. This is what I want to see more out of NXT on a week in, week out basis. You kicked off right away with Bayley versus Summer Rae in a #1 contenders match. The winner would face Charlotte down the road for the NXT Divas Championship. So right away from the very beginning, you're starting off with something different compared to what you would with Raw. You're starting off with the Divas match. And that match has consequence, that match has purpose, that match has reason. And then after Summer Rae wins, you've got the segment a little bit later on backstage with Sasha Banks and her kind of looking in the mirror. It was very like Al Franken's Saturday Night Live skittish, if you will. But I will say, you're planting the seeds of story. Whose side is Sasha going to be on? Is she going to be on Summer Rae's? Is she going to be on Charlotte's? Is she going to be on neither side? Is she going to be next in line for a title shot? Again, stuff with purpose and meaning. This was good. 2 questions for you guys out there. Number 1, where the hell is Mojo Rawley? I haven't seen him, I don't think, in a few weeks. Where did he go? And number 2, where's the Ascension? I believe it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen them on NXT. Where did they go? My, oh my, how the mighty gimmicks have fallen. I know it's not the original performer, but still, Sin Cara wrestling on NXT. Wow. Just think about that for a second. Wow. Against Wesley Blake. Why did this occur? Why did we need this match? And why is the Sin Cara character appearing on NXT? Wow. So the WWE did follow up from last week's show with CJ Parker and Xavier Woods having kind of a face-down segment in the middle of the ring. I find it funny that they were having Xavier Woods mention the fact that he's about to get a PhD, even though they try to sit there and act like that PhD isn't a pimp in the hose degree, because that's the WWE for you. I like the fact that he came out in a suit. I'm like, why can't he have this type of gimmick on a consistent basis? I don't really know what the dynamics here are supposed to be for CJ Parker and Xavier Woods, but at least, again, this is something other than a match. This is something to attempt, at least, to have some type of feud, to have some type of story, and, it came across relatively well, so I'm okay with this. This is what I wanted. Something other than a random, pointless wrestling match. The fucking Vaudevillains are awesome. Now, this is a cool gimmick to me. I'm sorry, it is. The black and white vignette with the freaking kind of like it's an old projector. And I'm assuming they are indeed building these guys up to take the NXT tag titles from the Ascension, which is kind of what they were teasing, what they were kind of mentioning here. I hope they save it for the next big NXT show, because you do need to get ready to send the Ascension up to the main roster. But damn, the Vaudevillains, I like these guys. I'm down with these cats right here. One little gripe or grief I might have had about this week's NXT show is the commentary team, and in particular, Renee Young. Now, look, I'm not sitting here knocking Renee Young. I do think she is a talented individual, and I think she does have some big-time upside for the WWE, assuming somebody like an ESPN or somebody else doesn't eventually wrestle her away from them. However, if you are going to have her in a color commentary role, don't you think she should speak as if she knows what she's talking about? You are kind of presenting her as a color commentator. Therefore, as a result, she needs to provide color commentary. And I mean this outside of her experience working with the Score up in Canada and her television experience. From a WWE standpoint, what is the difference between her doing color commentary and me doing color commentary? Last time I've checked, I never really worked in the wrestling business. I've never been a professional wrestler. And last I checked, too, Renee Young's never worked really in the professional wrestling business, and she was never a professional wrestler. And now I guess they're bumping her up to superstars on commentary. Are they that concerned that somebody else is going to take her away? Look, I'm all for providing opportunities and giving chances, but I don't think you should just be doing it out of the fear of losing her to somebody else. If she deserves it, she deserves it. And if she doesn't, she doesn't. Frankly, based off of her commentary work, I see the potential there. But this girl's got some work to do still. Now, I'm okay with them having an enhancement match or two, a feature kind of showcase spotlight match or two on the show. That's part of what you're supposed to be doing with NXT, so I don't have a problem with that. But Bull Dempsey, now that I've seen him again, had a chance to reevaluate, what's the big deal about this guy? I don't see it. Somebody, please let me know. Bull, boring. I like the elements of what we had going on with the main event this week. You have Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville versus Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. You had Tyson Kidd and his wife Natalia backstage earlier on in the show. And they're talking back and forth. You're setting up to this. You're trying to develop Tyson Kidd's character here a little bit. You have storyline purpose and reasoning for this match to occur, and this match occurs, and this match is fine and seems like a suitable main event match for an NXT show. This was good. And like I said, in general, this week's NXT was a lot better. Perfect? No. Great? No. But good? Yes. Because of the variety, because of the fact that it wasn't all the same damn thing. That, to me, made all the difference in the damn world.